everyone, and welcome to another edition of Jefferson College Today, seen regularly on JCTV and online at jeffco.edu. I'm Public Relations and Marketing Director Roger Barrentine, and with that, let's take a look at the latest news and information about Jefferson College with locations in Hillsborough, Arnold, Cedar Hill, Imperial, and online. Well, in the wake of the brutal stabbing of Mary Daniels Coletta, a Jefferson County resident who was killed by her estranged husband last August, women ages 12 and older throughout the region are invited to participate in a self-defense workshop here at Jefferson College this Saturday, February 19th. The 3-hour workshop will teach women how to defend themselves against common chokes, grabs, bear hugs, and other attacks, including fighting on the ground and being confronted by a weapon. To learn more about the workshop, Jefferson College Athletics Director Doug Stotler recently sat down with Donna Cole of Eagle Bank and Steve Solzy of Extreme Krav Maga and discussed this life-changing event.
Krav Maga is the official self-defense system of the Israeli military. Krav Maga is actually Hebrew for contact combat, so it's real-life, real-world, realistic training. What we train is real-life chokes, headlocks, bear hugs, guns, knives, sticks, basically real-world attacks. We have nothing fancy where we're not breaking boards or doing fancy forms and katas, which are traditional kind of artsy things. We get in, do as much damage as we can in the shortest amount of time in the most effective way, and get away safe.
Participants may select from 2 workshop sessions. Session 1 will last from 9 a.m. until noon, and Session 2 will be held from 1 until 4 p.m., both in the field house on the Jefferson College Hillsborough campus. The fee for the workshop is very affordable. It's only $10 per person, which includes instruction, a snack, a t-shirt, a backpack, and other items. By the way, registration is limited to only 50 women per session. Proceeds from the workshop will be used to establish the Mary Daniels Memorial Scholarship to Jefferson College. And the event is being sponsored by Eagle Bank, First State Community Bank, Bank of Hillsborough, Extreme Krav Maga of St. Louis, and the Jefferson College Athletics Department. For more information or to register, be sure to visit www.extremekravmaga.com/Jeffco or call Donna Cole at Eagle Bank at 636-797-4040, or you can also call Marie Self here at Jefferson College at 636-797-3000, extension 391. Well, in other news, to educate the community on job training opportunities in the growing fields of medical transcription, medical coding and billing, and pharmacy technicians, Jefferson College will host an information session on Thursday, February 17th at 6 p.m. in conjunction with CareerStep, a leading online healthcare education company. The session will be held in room 304 at Jefferson College Arnold, located at 1687 Missouri State Road, and there is no cost whatsoever to attend. Now, the current economy has reduced the number of jobs in many industries, resulting in some of the highest unemployment rates in decades. However, healthcare is one of the few bright spots that is experiencing job growth despite the economy. The U.S. Department of Labor's Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that the healthcare industry will create 3.2 million new jobs before 2018, and the majority of those jobs will require less than 4 years of college education. Now, within the healthcare industry, the fields of medical transcription, medical coding and billing, and pharmacy technicians are also individually growing. And the Bureau of Labor Statistics estimate that the medical transcription field will experience 11% employment growth between 2008 and 2018, and that the medical coding and billing field will experience 20% employment growth during the same time period. The number of jobs in the pharmacy technician field is expected to grow even more, increasing by 31%, or almost 100,000 jobs. The programs offered by Jefferson College and CareerStep will provide area residents the opportunity to quickly gain the education they need to qualify for in-demand healthcare jobs. For more details on the healthcare information session, be sure to visit careerstep.com/Jefferson or call the Jefferson College Continuing Education Office at 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 144. The Jefferson College Faculty Senate is seeking nominations from throughout the community for the 2011 Alumnus of the Year Award. Each spring, the group honors an outstanding alumnus during commencement. And Alumnus of the Year nominees must meet 4 criteria. 1, a person who graduated from Jefferson College with a certificate or associate degree. 2, someone who has achieved distinction in his or her chosen field of employment. 3, someone who has been involved in community service. And 4, a person not presently a trustee or an employee of Jefferson College. An online submission form is available on the Jefferson College website at www.jeffco.edu by clicking on the Foundation/Alumni link on the home page and then continuing to Alumnus of the Year. The submission deadline, by the way, is on Monday, February the 28th. Nominees will be contacted by the members of the Faculty Senate Awards Committee for a brief interview to determine how well they meet the criteria. And then the final selection will be made by the committee. The Faculty Senate Alumnus of the Year Award program was begun back in 1995, and past recipients include Marcella Weaver, Shirley Scarborough, Tim Gray, Joan Murphy, Jeff Elbel, Chuck Martin, Todd Edding, Vera McCullough, Matt Brown, Sean Bell, Ann Gettinger, Jane Brunk-Cost, Dr. Elma Ravel, Regina Harrington, Rick Francis, and William Overstreet. In addition to widespread publicity, the Alumnus of the Year recipient is presented with a plaque and recognized in a biographical sketch printed within the commencement program. For more information about the Jefferson College Faculty Senate Alumnus of the Year nomination process, contact English Professor Susan Todd at 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 347, or simply email stodd@jeffco.edu. Well, Jefferson College is seeking donations of gently used professional clothing to benefit students who will be seeking white or blue-collar positions following graduation this spring. Shirts, dresses, slacks, jackets, and accessories such as scarves and belts are needed. And scrubs have also been added to the list of donations for nursing and veterinary technology students. Now, all of those items can be used to benefit someone, and each of those items that are donated are tax deductible. As part of each student's preparation, they will attend workshops addressing resume writing, interviews, and professional etiquette, culminating with the opportunity to choose a free interview outfit. Drop-off dates and times are on Monday, February 28th from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Tuesday, March 1st from 8:30 a.m. until noon, both in the Student Center Viking Room Annex on the Hillsborough campus. Items will be donated to clients with the Jefferson County Community Action Organization, Heaven's Closet, Safe Harbor, and Stuff and More. If you'd like more information about clothing donations for the annual Jefferson College Frugal Fashion Closet, contact Resource Advisor Deb Shores at 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 286, or email dshores@jeffco.edu. Well, in good news, the Jefferson College Dean of Student Services, Dr. Julia Hampton, has announced the Dean's List for the fall 2010 semester, containing the name of 909 students who earned the academic recognition. To qualify for the Dean's List honor, full-time students must achieve a grade point average of 3.25 or higher on a 4-point scale in at least 12 credit hours taken that semester. Part-time students who accumulate 12 or more credit hours with a 3.25 grade point average also qualify. Well, in a bone-chilling quest to support Missouri Special Olympics, a group of 21 recruits from the Jefferson College Law Enforcement Academy recently raised over $1,700 in the 2011 Polar Bear Plunge at Lake St. Louis. Dressed as the Royal Flushes, the Jefferson College recruits made their own costumes, representing all 4 suits and a deck of playing cards, with Law Enforcement Academy Director Diane Skenga dressed as the card dealer. For their creativity, the group was named Best Costume for a Law Enforcement Entry, and then subsequently won the coveted Golden Plunger Traveling Trophy. This year's plunge theme, Freezing for a Reason, was appropriate for the weather conditions, as the water was about 24 degrees and the air temperature was just reaching 30 degrees at plunge time. Well, finally, to support the mission of Jefferson College, JCTV is always working to provide viewers with educational and informational programming that is both unique and exclusive to Jefferson County. If you have suggestions regarding the types of programs you'd like to see here on JCTV, feel free to contact the station by writing to JCTV, 1000 Viking Drive, Hillsboro, Missouri, 63050, or simply emailing jctv@jeffco.edu. Well, that will do it for this edition of Jefferson College Today. Stay tuned now for today's interview as I visit with Certified Nurse Assistant Program Coordinator Karen Amsden when Jefferson College Today continues. And by the way, before we get to that interview, we're so happy today to be able to premiere 2 brand new commercials that include a variety of Jefferson College students as they are discovering their future right here at Jefferson College. You may in fact know a few of the faces. They live throughout our community, and it's part of Jefferson College's continuing effort to provide quality education that's student-centered, accessible, and affordable for all students. Thanks for watching.
There's a place I've discovered, a place that's challenging.
With 4 associate degree programs and 20 certificate programs.
A place that's accessible with 4 locations plus an online campus.
A place that's student-centered where I receive the education I deserve.
A place that's affordable where I can save thousands of dollars.
There's a place to discover your future.
That place is here, Jefferson College.
I will discover my future by exceeding my academic expectations.
By being the best student I can be.
I will discover my future by knowing learning is just the beginning.
And the pursuit of knowledge lasts a lifetime.
I will discover my future by being the first in my family to go to college.
By trying new things.
By living my dreams.
I will discover my future at Jefferson College.
And welcome back to Jefferson College Today. Here at Jefferson College throughout the month of February, we're celebrating Career and Technical Education Month. And so I thought it's appropriate this afternoon here to have as my guest one of our many popular career and technical education programs, the director of our Certified Nurse Assistant Program, Miss Karen Amsden. Karen, welcome to Jefferson College Today. Well, as we look at the Certified Nurse Assistant Program, it's still relatively new. We began the program this fall. And so I think for those, myself included, who are perhaps unfamiliar with the CNA designation, what does a Certified Nurse Assistant do?
A certified nurse assistant goes in and helps the residents with their dressing, their bathing, helping them if they have troubles feeding, transferring. They do all the things, the activities of daily living that you and I would do.
And where are those kinds of places that you'll find certified nurse assistants employed?
We're going to find them in the nursing homes, we're going to find them in the hospital, you're going to find them in home care facilities, private duty areas.
And as you look, as I said, the program is still relatively new. You began it in the fall. 2 locations, one at Imperial, Jefferson College Imperial site, the other one at the new site in the Northwest in Jefferson College Cedar Hill. How successful has the program been thus far in its first several months?
It's been very successful. Everybody that's taken their certification has passed it.
And when we talk about this month being Career and Technical Education Month, the theme for the month is Learning Today and Earning Tomorrow. And with that, certainly one of the things that's so important about these kinds of programs is the ability for a student to come through and be able to find employment. Talk a little bit, if you would, Karen, about how good the job market and outlook is, and as I said, where some places that these completers of the program might find employment.
It's been very good. They're going into the nursing homes after they've gotten their certification and finding jobs in the nursing homes.
And with that, how many students generally have gone through the program at this point?
We've got 30 within the program right now.
That's terrific. I would imagine this is one of those kinds of programs where you really can't learn things through a textbook. You know, it's got to be a hands-on, direct involvement. What are some of those kinds of skills, hands-on skills, that those who are in the Certified Nurse Assistant program will learn?
They're going to learn how to take the vital signs, the temperature, their pulse, their respirations, blood pressures. They're going to learn how to feed a patient. They're going to have to learn how to use different assistive devices as far as transferring the residents.
And along with that, how long is the program, and where do the students simply train in the classroom, or are there other aspects to the program as well?
The program's 8 weeks long, and we spend 2 days in the classroom on Mondays and Tuesdays from 8 until 2:30 in the afternoon. On Thursdays and Fridays, we're going to be in the clinical setting, which means we may be at Festus Manor or Delmar Gardens, Merrimack Valley, doing our clinical component.
And with that, what are some of the qualifications for an individual to be admitted into the CNA academic program?
For our program, they have to be at least 18 years old. They have to have a negative criminal background check, a negative drug and alcohol test, and they're going to need to have their 2-step PPDs done. They're also going to have adult CPR with the AED done.
And when is the deadline for the next session that you're holding, and what is the maximum number of students that the class will hold?
The deadline is March 1st. They need to have their applications in by then. The class is going to start March 21st, and we hopefully can open up both campuses. I can take up to 30 students.
Oh, wow, that's great.
So.
And I'm supposing that March 1st, the deadline, March 21st when it starts, you probably need that amount of time to do the kinds of things you talked about,
checks.
the background checks and all the things, necessary paperwork to get ready. Yeah. Well, once a student completes that 8-week program, are they automatically a CNA?
No. They have to go through the state test, which means they get asked a written test, 75 questions they have to pass successfully with 80%. Then they also have 9 skills that they have to prove that they can do successfully.
Good. I guess for our final thoughts this afternoon before we conclude, again, we're celebrating Career and Technical Education Month here at the college. The college's new Certified Nurse Assistant program is going very well. Where can folks go to get more information about registering or just general information about the new CNA program here at the college? They
can go to any campus. They can help them get that information. We have the flyers on all the campuses. They also can go on the website.
Very good.
Get it.
Well, I am about out of time today, but I do appreciate you stopping by here at the JCTV studios. I know you're doing a fantastic job, as do all of our career and technical education faculty. And again, it's a great month as we spotlight the terrific things that CTE not only does for the college, but more importantly does for our community. Thanks for the visit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. Again, if you'd like more information about Jefferson College's brand new Certified Nursing Assistant program, it's offered both at Jefferson College Imperial as well as Jefferson College Northwest in Cedar Hill. And the next series of classes will be starting up on March 21st. However, that deadline to apply is March the 1st. So if you'd like more information, again, as Karen said, you can give the college a call at area code 636-797-3000. You can visit either of those 2 locations in Imperial or Cedar Hill. And you can also go on the Jefferson College website. That's www.jeffco.edu. Simply click on the Career and Technical Education link found on the homepage, and then follow your way to the Certified Nursing Assistant program page. Well, that will do it for this edition of Jefferson College Today. We so much appreciate you watching this program each and every week. Till next time, thanks for watching.